Hey guys, it's Tuesday, no what is today? Oh, today's Wednesday. It's Wednesday after work and I'm doing one more quick thing in the Sherman and then we're going to be getting ready to go to its next destination. Hopefully you don't see any remnants of the Rode Wireless Go. I actually have the red mic cord rubber banded to the transmitter, which is in a vertical position, so that should hopefully make the transmitter totally disappear from your picture. So we'll see. I'm just heading across the road here to just do one more thing with the Sherman before it leaves my possession. I do have my GPS on my wrist, and I'll be firing up Darkness-Bot as well. And we got work traffic right now, so I'm gonna have to be patient. That doesn't look like fun. Looks like they're running cable in that swampy swale over there. Yeah, that sounds like a great time. Ouch, not fun at all. All right, so I haven't said what I'm doing here. Got the GPS on the wrist. Got a second camera on the road. Does that give you any more hints? Yes, we're going to try to officially touch 40 miles an hour on the Sherman before I go. Not before I go, before it goes. I'll still be here, hopefully. So we're going to try to ride mostly down the center of the road here. This road is very lightly traveled. And let's see what happens here. Monitoring speed on the GPS. All right, let's see what Darkness-Bot said there. It definitely wasn't 40. It definitely was not 40. 37.8 according to Darkness-Bot. See, with the GPS is a little bit delayed on the speed reading, so it's weird how 32, 33 feels so comfortable. Just to get that extra 6-7 miles an hour, it feels like you're pushing into no man's land, even though I know I'm not. Let's go the other way. I felt like I don't know. Wind-wise, I'm not sure which way is better, to be honest with you. I don't think I hit it there either. All right, that one said 38. Slightly faster. It's weird. I can feel myself tensing, which probably affects my speed. I'm going to try to not even look at the GPS this time. All right, it'll be more exciting, right? It'll be like a kid in Christmas. Let's see what we got here. Woohoo! 40.1. Finally hit 40 on Darkness-Bot. I don't know my real speed was 40, but hey, that's the first time Darkness-Bot ever recorded me going that fast. Maybe that's the key, guys. Don't look at the frickin' GPS, right? All right, let's turn around. Let's do one more here with you behind. Let's get the feet. Let's get the feet ready. All right, here we go. Does make me nervous.
Extreme.
41.5. All right. That should be no doubt about it, right? It's probably 40 in reality. What? You want me to try it once more? Okay. All right. Okay, I didn't beat 41.5, so that's not bad. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. All right, so the Sherman is officially the first wheel that I've gone over 40 miles an hour on, according to Darknessbot. Could not quite get there with the MSX, even though I'm sure I could. Mickey did. Mickey got it over 40 without a big issue, so. But he's smaller and lighter than me, so. There you go, guys. That's the one thing I wanted to try to get checked off the list before the Sherman got sent on its way. It's done. Now that being said, even with as stable as the Sherman is, I don't find it overly enjoyable to ride that fast. It really isn't. You know, you hear a lot of guys talk about the rush and how it's like a boost of dopamine going that fast. No, not for me. You know, this is just more like a task that I wanted to check off, just to prove that I could do it. Don't have a desire to do it on a regular basis. If you do, good for you, but that is not a high priority for me in my EUC riding. All right, so now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna head back to the house and I'm gonna very quickly hop on my S18 and V11. They have been at my house since Thursday, and I have not gotten either one out on the street yet to ride, honest. Because of the horrible weather this weekend, and when there was a break in the weather, I wanted to get the Sherman out, you know, because I have limited time with this. So I have not gotten the V11 or the S18 out there. You saw me messing with them on the stream. I have the initial pressure set, but I have not gotten it out on the road to see how they feel. So we're gonna be doing that just, 10 minutes, real quick. One last high-speed blast down my street. Got a car behind me. And he turned. And I was keeping up with him anyways. Safely back in the driveway. Cindy will be glad. I didn't tell her that I was going to go try to break 40 miles an hour intentionally. All right, the V11 is here. Let's just... I got a question, and I know Liam posted this, I think on Facebook and in the Electric Unicycle forums, but I did get a question in comments about how I upgraded to 1.162 on the app, and I couldn't set 55 kilometer per hour top speed. The way you do that is you have to hit that little features title 5 times, and once you hit it 5 times, a menu option under ride mode will show up with a fancier option. You want to select fancier. Once you select fancier, you'll see that my top speed is 55 kilometers an hour. That's the way you do it. All right, so this is gonna feel significantly different than the Sherman for sure. First of all, the high pedals. Oof. Feels like you're doing box jumps when you get on the V11 compared to the Sherman. First time on the road with my second batch V11. And we got someone behind me again. There's just too many damn cars in the road, man. Don't they know they're interfering with my EUC test rides? All right, let's cut over here so the car can go by. We need to find some bumpy shit. Let's find some bumpy shit. All right, there's some gravelly shit. Let's see how that feels. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, suspension. Suspension, how I missed you. Oh yes. It's so nice. There was a very interesting video That I watched the other day. Actually today. Yeah, it was this morning actually. I'm losing track of time. Had to do with the premise that you'll hear people say that, hey, if you have a large diameter EUC, that's practically like having suspension. You know, and you hear people primarily that don't have suspension wheels say that. But their premise is, you know, something like a Monster is almost the same as having a suspension because the wheel's so big, you know, you can use a tire for suspension. And this guy put it to the test using science and instrumentation and scientific proof, which I thought was a really cool angle to take. I'm not sure what kind of device he used to measure this, but it basically measured the G's that were being applied to the wheel as you went over bumps. He went over identical bumps on the Monster, I think it's a Gen 2 Monster, and then he went over those same bumps on his S18. And the results were surprising. The reduction in G-forces applied to the wheel and therefore the rider were in the range of 30 up to 55% less with the suspension wheel. That's dramatic. I mean, seat of the pants, I could tell that, but to be able to put a number to it like that, that's awesome. So yeah, if you think having a big diameter wheel is a substitute for suspension, it's not. Trust me, it's not. I could have already told you that seat of the pants just from riding these wheels, but yeah, there's some hard numbers there. If I remember, I'll try to link that video in the description below. It's well done, and the guy deserves some recognition for it. Okay, so I'm right back on the same street that I just did the speed test on, because I want to come to the end of the road here and just ride this bumpy, mostly grass and a little bit of stones area. See how it feels. At least initially, I would say the numbers I set the suspension to in the V11 suit me quite well. I think I did, what did I do? 120 in the positive and about 50 on the negative. That's feeling just about right. So now I'm gonna just quick shoot back, grab the S18, and I'll do the exact same thing. That's the best test, right? Are we on? We are. Yeah, we're not gonna, man, I wish I had glasses on. No, we're not gonna tickle 40 miles an hour. We're not gonna try. I don't even think I'm gonna hit 30 on the V11, not yet. But we're cruising 20, 28, 29. Feels just fine. Yeah, Inmotion app says I touched 29.2 on that little acceleration back there. And it was very easy. Poor guys, that just looks freaking miserable. Miserable. All right, S18 is here. Let's Face ID and helmets just don't get along. All right, let's close that. I don't know that I set tilt back on this. I think I did actually. I don't think I did. Third level alarm, 20 kilometers an hour. No, we don't want that. Oh, that won't go above 33. I need to unlock it, I think, to unlock the higher speed. See if I can do it quick, I don't know. All right, with me sitting around there for a couple minutes, the best I could do is unlock it to 33. I thought that they removed all mileage restrictions to unlock higher speed, but maybe not. This feels like it's not rebounding at all. Is it? How did that look in the back? Hear a slight ticking. I wonder if my tire pressure is low. Let me just stop and feel it. All right, I have suspension travel. It's not terribly low. It's probably a little. Not horribly low. All right, so since I'm limited to 33 kilometers an hour, I'm not going over there. So I'm just gonna look for some bumpy things to hit over here. KingSong has been getting absolutely roasted in social media regarding S18 issues. Both just, it seems like they had some people on the assembly line that didn't necessarily give a shit about doing things right, and just, you know, the continuing criticism of the way the suspension was put together. But, you know, I'm going to withhold judgment. I'll let you know how mine is. Doesn't mean that everybody's will be like this, but I will give you my honest feedback about how this one is. Right now, I haven't been able to quickly unlock the 50 kilometer an hour speed limit, and the suspension, I don't know. Let's move you a little closer here so we can kind of observe what it's doing. Like I said, the ride itself feels okay. There definitely is a difference in smoothness with the suspension on the S18 versus the V11, but there's a lot more to dial in on the S18, so that's going to be a process. That's one of the things I kind of like about the V11 is the suspension setup is a little more black and white. All right. The guy's like, what the? What the? I get what the looks all the time. Whoop, there we go. Hit the 33. I hit it. Just riding on the shoulder here. The gravelly shoulder. The suspension's definitely, you know, absorbing. Here's a nice big bump. Another one, another one. All right, so let's go back up this way. We'll ride the soft and bumpy shoulder while the speed trap camera captures us. Hi. All right, let's see how we do here. Just riding the shoulder that has some decent bumps. More traffic. Traffic everywhere. Traffic, I don't care. Traffic, go away. Don't these people understand when you sit there and you creep behind me, it just causes more of an issue. Just pass. Let's go. Ay. I got freaking 4 vehicles backed up here. Ay. All of a sudden, it's freaking Los Angeles. Alrighty. Not quite the test that I wanted on the S18, but enough. Suspension felt okay. Felt good, I think. I'll be doing a lot more side-by-side comparisons of that for sure. All right, let's park this sucker here. Let's sit you there. Hi there. All right, so there you go. I've officially crossed 40 miles an hour. I officially don't need to do it any time again soon. And I'm not surprised that it was the Sherman that I did it on. Going to be spending a lot more time on the V11 and S18, obviously, because I'll be shipping the Sherman off. It's going back up to the northeast. I won't ruin the surprise for you to tell you where it's going next, but it's going back up to the northeast. And it's been great. I really have enjoyed my time with the Sherman, and it changed my opinion of it. Obviously, if you guys watch videos, you are aware that my opinion on the wheel has changed quite a bit. And although I don't think I've said it in any of these videos explicitly, big thanks goes out to Jason at eWheels. You've seen his logo all over the videos, of course, but for him including me in the Sherman testing. Big thanks to Marty Backey. Yes, you pronounced his last name Backey. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Big thanks to Marty for getting the Sherman working again after it burned up an overheat hill. Seemed like he did a great job rebuilding it with a new motor and a new control board. And that's all I have for you for now. If you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please think about subscribing. And if you're going to think about subscribing, you can always think about hitting that notify bell so you're notified of all future videos. And that notify bell is over there. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. What do you think about that performance? The 2 new wheels, 2 new suspension wheels. I obviously need to get into the app and do some more stuff on the KingSong, check the tire pressure, a few other things, but I think it'll all be fine. And if it's not, I'll let you know. So, hope Hope you guys have a good week. That's all I have for now. Till next time, Duffman out. Of course I bought one.